Now then, bit of a nightmare editing this video, and the camera got wet, and I cleaned the screen with me, not the screen, the camera with me thumb. So I can only apologise for the quality of this video. However, it is what it is, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Right, let's get the video on. Now then, Friday, and we're back in Barrow In Furness. Yeah, same truck as yesterday. Went out this morning, worked for 3-4 hours. It's thrown emergency stop fault up, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it still has emergency stop fault on it now, and that should point us in the direction we need to go. Whereas yesterday when we come, we couldn't really do much because it wasn't showing emergency stop fault. I couldn't get it to do an emergency stop fault. So hopefully now, fingers crossed, we've still got an emergency stop fault and jobs are good un. So come on, let's go and have a look at it. And just as I thought, started it up and the emergency stop fault's not working. Great. So what we're going to do now, we're going to operate the body again, see if we can get it to fault, and then if it won't fault, it's going to be a case of going through all the wiring to see if we can find a fault. There's not much else we can do. It sounds to me like it's either getting A, water ingress somewhere, or B, we've got a wire that's earthing out somewhere. So this job could be a needle in a haystack job. Let's have a look and see. Look at the back end and see what's happening. I don't know if you can see this instant look of relief on my face, but basically the crew said it was coming to an e-stop fault. Get to an e-stop fault, so I played with it, gone through the wiring, gone through everything I can think of. The only thing it would do was knock itself out of auto. There's only a couple of things that will make a bin lift knock itself out of auto. Number one is the barrier arms. If they come off the sensor, they'll knock out of auto. If a wax sensor picks something up in its radar bit, that will then knock it out of auto. So there's another thing that knocks it out, I can't think for life know what it is. Anyway, so I'm playing about with it, turn wax sensors off, alright, that's then disabled, they're done, and everything else, and I'm thinking it's got to be something, and it kept faulting, and it kept coming up with the same problem. No e-stop fault, just telling me the wax sensor's picking something up. So, and I think, well, wax sensors are off, it can't be picking something up. And then what it did, it picked the fault up, knocked itself out of auto on the 70% side, but kept itself in auto on the 30% side. So I thought, right, well, that's dead easy, that's 30% side eliminated, there's nothing wrong with that. So then it's got to be the 70% side. And then all of a sudden, boom, it threw up an emergency stop fault. And I thought, that'll do for me. You have a look on the box on the side, an emergency stop fault, sometimes it will come up with a U error, or it just got a U error, and it come up with U173 or 174, something like that. Just the right hand barrier arm. Yeah, picked a fault upon that barrier arm, so it's knocked itself out of auto. But I think it'll only do it so many times. I'll have to check, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, before it throws a U error up. So it'll do it so many times and it'll put a U error. And I'm just going to show you now what the issue was. And I'm telling you, right, not been at it now an hour and a half on this. It's literally a 2-second fix when you find the fault, and that's frustrating. So I'm going to show you the fault is now. Right, so you've got your barrier arm, these are air operated, your 2 lights there, yeah, and this here is the wires going to these sensors in barrier arm, yeah. That plug there was not screwed in properly. So what it must have been doing, as it was shaking, it was losing contact. So now it's plugged in properly. I've thrown bins in it the last 15-20 minutes. It's getting windy. The bins are blowing away and it's worked fine. So what I need to do now is plug my laptop back in, get these wax sensors turned back on, and I'll just show you what a wax sensor is, just in case you don't know. So that there is a wax sensor, yeah? You can see it's got the lights on it, it's lit up. You know it's turned off, it's still lit up, yeah? So, basically what happens is, when that chair starts to come down, if something comes in its radar, it stops auto. And the reason why it stops its auto operation is because it's a safety feature to stop the chair coming down and hitting somebody or something. So what we'll do, I'll turn the wax sensors on now, and I'll show you how I determine if the wax sensor is working correctly. In fact, what I'll do, I'll show you first with the wax sensors off, and then I'll show you with them on. So the way we test the wax sensor basically is when the chair starts going back down, you get your folder, just put it in front of the sensor like that, yeah? If the wax sensor's working, the bin won't come down. If the wax sensor's not working like it's not now because it's turned off, when I do that, it won't stop, that should keep going. So I'll just demonstrate that to you. So you could see then how the chair kept coming. So what I'll do, I'll turn the wax sensors on now, throw a bin on, and I'll show you what happens when the wax sensors are turned on. Right then, that's what we'll do. That's the wax sensors back on. I'll show you how a wax sensor works. You put your bin on, it's up in auto. So then, I'll do that again. Do it again so you can see, but you can also see what it's done. The other chair's in auto still, and it's knocked this one out of auto. So we know which wax sensor's picked up the fault. It's picked up something there. That's what I'll do. Put it back in auto. And I'll just show it again. It goes up. Up. There we go. Now the reason why it didn't work that first time, was I put the folder right up to it. So just get a headache. So now, as far as I know, this truck's right. I've thrown bins at it and it's never faulted again, so I'm happy at that. I'm happy it's done what it's done, because it got to the point where it faulted. Before the 3 or 4th bin fault then. So now it should be good. So all that I'm left to do here is put it all back together. That's it, done then. So I've got the main board here for the lifter. So I'm just going to put the cover on that, the big cover on that, bolt them up, bolt that up, and then I'll on this side. Same again. We're going to put that trunking on and cable tie all that wiring back up. So I'm thinking half an hour and we're done. Job's right at that, isn't it? So, right, let's crack on. So that's that job done, it's working. Took some finding, did that, and quite a bit of patience, to be fair, or getting to the point where I lose my patience. Anyway, so we'll pack the tools away now, give her hands a wash, get these waterproof pants off, and yeah, speak to you in a minute. Right then, so just got back to Charlie, just called into work to pick some parts up for tomorrow. I've got a truck to look at Holyhead, first job. It's just a diagnosis job, I think. And then from Holyhead, I've got a daytime running light to fit at Salford. And that should be it, so that should be nice and easy for a Saturday. So it's just a quick one today. We've been Friday, so we'll get home, get this edited. And yeah. What I'll do on tomorrow's video, I'll answer some of the comments. So take care, have a good Friday night, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, if you like it, hit the like, subscribe, ding the bell for notifications. Nearly forgot that bit then. Right, thank you very much, see you in a bit.